Hey, what is going on, you guys? John Shea here from the No Shame Income blog. Today we're actually going to be talking about should you go and actually create an online course. So this is something that I've actually been doing for really the past 5+ years. I've been creating online courses and programs, informational products, and today I want to share with you guys a little bit of my background, if this is something you guys should get into, and whether or not it's worth getting into here in 2018 and beyond. So again, if you are brand new to the channel, make sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. And as well, if you actually go back and leave me a comment, I will go ahead and actually reply back to your comment. The other thing is, if you're brand new, be sure to subscribe to my channel for future videos. I'm releasing new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's jump over to my desktop. I'm actually going to show you some cool things that I've done with online courses over the past several years. And let's just dive right in. Alright, so we're over on my desktop, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background on how I kind of transition into the online course space. And we're going to really go pretty deep in this video and talk a little bit about, is it worth getting into this in 2018? Can I go and create an online course? This will hopefully answer your questions and really kind of justify whether or not this is something you can go do. And honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't matter who you are. There's most likely something that you can teach to someone else. And I'm going to show you literally the most basic example of this, and how pretty much someone who knew nothing about this space, nothing about this industry, took a very, very simple concept and went and sold this as an online course. But before we do that, I want to give a little bit of background on some of my history. So when I first started in the internet marketing industry, really the first year I joined one of these kind of MLM network marketing style companies. And the big thing was they try to sell you on all these other solutions and products, and there were upsells, which are basically like higher level products. You join a membership for $50 a month or $30 a month, and then they try to get you to buy something else for $100 a month, and then eventually something for $1,000, and then they'd have like these big really high ticket programs that were like $3,000. They would do events. And that was like my first exposure to internet marketing and being sold to on the internet. And as things kind of moved forward, I started learning about, what are other people doing online. And the biggest thing that really consumed me was that I was buying products. I started going on forums, like the Warrior Forum is a very popular internet marketing forum. And there's whole sections on there of people just selling products and selling ideas of, hey, I can make you successful doing this. And I just got into this habit of buying course after course after course after course. And I literally did this for years. And eventually something clicked in my head, and I want you guys to take this seriously, because once I realized this, it really made a huge difference in my life. And really the success I was having on the internet was that I realized a lot of people were making money by selling information or selling information products. And I felt like, despite all the things I read or the things I tried, like I'd pick up a course on blogging, and this guy had all this success doing guest blogging and writing his own blog and doing all this stuff. And I was like, man, this sounds awesome. And I'd justify why it's a great thing, and I'd buy it. I'd spend $500 in some cases on a program. A lot of courses were very cheap as well, like 30, 40 bucks. And what ended up happening was, I would try something. If it didn't work right away, I'd go on to something else, which I thought would be cooler and work faster and better. And it was like this vicious cycle, right? And what ended up happening was, I said to myself, all these guys are making money selling things that they know and that they understand and that they could teach to other people. And some of them really weren't even that great at it. Like, let's say, for example, you could go on a website and like learn how to, do something very simple. Like there's a website, Quora.com, where it's literally just people putting in questions and answering those questions. And I've seen products where people just write up this big long article about how to get started on Quora, how the platform works. And this stuff isn't like very difficult to understand. It was very easy and almost common sense, but yet I'd seen people create products about how to do just that, right? And they sold that and potentially made thousands of dollars selling it. So I came to this realization that, to me, making money on the internet was teaching other people how to also make money, or in some reality, teaching them something or showing them how to do something successfully. So the first place that I got exposed to this, where most of the major products are even now today, was jvzoo.com. If you actually go here, they have a marketplace. I pulled this up. Here's an example of some of their top sellers. Just today, these are products literally being sold as we speak. Whether or not it's software tools, whether or not this is info products, like here's a video member template like club they have. Let's see, here's something about Amazon. This is a video-based tool. This is something about generating traffic. All kinds of different products, right? And I used to just buy all this stuff. Like I would buy everything. I would be like, oh, this sounds cool. Amazon, that sounds cool. Videos, that sounds cool. And this has continued. Here's a site where you can actually see all the upcoming products. Literally every single day, almost every single day throughout September, there is a new product coming out on one of these platforms. And it's just nonstop, right? New product launches, all kinds of new stuff that people are putting out there, and constantly launching products. Some of these guys just literally go out there and launch product after product after product. And again, nothing bad against what those guys are doing. It's just that they've realized the money is essentially in selling these ideas. And for a lot of them, they're probably more selling the knowledge or the idea of the info versus actually going and even applying necessarily what they're even doing in some of these. Maybe they had a nice little win. They made like $200 doing something. They'll go turn that into a product and they could make $1,000 selling the idea of that to someone else. So once I realized this, I actually went over to a platform called Udemy. And this is a marketplace where people sell, literally there's thousands of courses teaching every imaginable topic you could think of. And I just started creating courses on all the different things that I learned. So some examples of this were, I learned how to use freelance sites to land clients. So I have a free course on that. I built a software in 2016. So I made an entire 6-week course breaking down how I put that together. I learned how to set up a green screen. Like this was challenging, figuring out the lighting and the camera and how to do all the different things. And I decided to put a course together showing, here's the things I did, here's the software I used, here's how I did everything. And then I also made a Facebook Messenger bot course, among many, many other courses, like all the things I was learning: email marketing, building membership sites, doing YouTube, building landing pages, building sales funnels. Some of the bigger ones I did were learning SEO, as well as some of the other things that I was just ultimately having success with. Anything that I had done and I realized I could show that to someone else, I turned it into a course. And I basically continued doing this over a span of time. And I've now earned over $44,000 doing this. I have almost 100,000 students. Again, a lot of my courses are free, but I've still been able to make a nice little extra income from this almost near passively. So I really haven't even touched this platform all of 2018. And you can see every month I've made anywhere from $500 upwards of $1,000 just from people buying my courses through this marketplace. I have seen a little bit of a decline. So in my opinion, currently Udemy would not be necessarily where I would start, but it is a great place to maybe put free courses or put stuff that you could essentially lead people into your higher paying premium programs. The other place I went to was a platform called Skillshare, and this works a little bit different than Udemy, where you actually have, you pay a membership, and based on the people that are paying for the membership watching your content, you will earn money based on like premium minutes being watched, premium students. So you can see here, I've had 1,230 premium minutes watched of my content. And overall, over the past, I want to say about 2 years or so, I've been on this platform, I've earned over $20,000. Now what's cool about this was I actually took a lot of my existing content that was on Udemy and moved it to Skillshare, and I was able to make a lot of money here. Now to give you guys some context on how easy this really is to do, right? I decided to make a little case study out of this, and I even have a program I'm going to show you here in a minute. I decided to kind of bring in my wife and say, hey, let's create a program about cooking. And this was something she's really good at, right? Not something I'm great at. Like, I admit I'm not the best cook in the world. And I said, why don't we make a course about one topic, like one recipe you could cook, right? And she'd always make these really amazing apple crisp dishes. So I said, why don't we make a course about this? And I actually took my cell phone, I recorded the two of us, and we broke this down into separate pieces. So like, this is an introduction, it's 20 seconds. Here's us. She doesn't even talk. And I said, okay, here's some sample recipes you can follow. Here's the ingredients. And we literally went through, let me show this. I'm gonna pause it, but you can see here, we basically lined up all the ingredients, prepped everything, and we made it step by step. Like, we made it so newbie proof that anybody could watch this and understand what to do, and they'd basically be able to follow along. So if you might be thinking to yourself, I don't have anything I could teach, or I don't know what I'm good at, and that's what my wife would always say. I'm not good at anything, and I'm like, well, you're really good at cooking. Why don't we make a cooking class about the most basic, recipe, like kind of a timeless recipe that you could put out there and show people how to do this step by step. And if you look at someone like me or many other people online, I guarantee you there are thousands and thousands of people that have never made an apple crisp in their life, and they don't know how to do this, right? So we just went out and did this, and we did it with a cell phone. The whole course is less than 15 minutes long, and she ended up getting 158 students. We got 13 reviews, and we actually got people coming in basically saying that I loved it was short and easy, didn't make us watch them measure things out. And they actually ended up, my 12-year-old daughter started and finished the whole project by herself, came out great, very easy to follow. I love the cat in the last shot. We had our cat in the video. So, and someone even went in and posted that they made they basically followed our stuff, and they went and did exactly what we said, and they followed the recipe and ended up actually cooking based on our kind of step-by-step instructions. So it was really amazing, just to see what's possible with the most simple concepts. So I don't want you to think, I can't do this, or there's no potential here. I want you to really see what's possible with this. And I wanted to show you one last thing that I did once I started focusing a little bit on teaching outside of these marketplaces. Just in the last about year and a half, I was able to start selling. This is just one of the platforms I teach on. Actually, this is a payment system, kind of like JVZoo, called Zaxa, and you can see with a partner here, we were able to bring in over almost $30,000 in commissions, basically selling products together. So you can see here, this is just like an example of one of our products where I sold it for $300, and this was my commission, $148. And the potential here is massive, right? We were able to go out, teach something that people wanted to learn more about and wanted to, basically build their business around, help them with a pain or something that they did not know anything about, and help them with a solution to this pain or this problem. So that's really all that this comes down to. And again, I wanted to let you guys know that this is a huge booming business. There's so much opportunity right now in online course creation. I've made a very large amount of money doing this online since I started doing Udemy about 3-4 years ago. And the potential is limitless, right? Like, you can teach any topic you want, and it's as simple as doing something like this, right? Like, this course actually made us, I think, about $300. Skillshare paid us $200 as a special for posting it. I don't think they're doing that any longer. But then in addition to that, it made another probably about $130 from people watching the course and consuming it, and leaving the reviews and just getting a little bit of buzz around it. So for a 15-minute course, you can't go wrong. In fact, it was 12 minutes. Literally can't go wrong. This took less than a couple hours to create and was very, very easy. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about this, I'm going to do something special here for my audience on YouTube. I actually put together, again, a course about teaching courses. I'm going to admit that's what it is. I call it the Online Course Mastery Blueprint. Now, normally, if you go find this publicly, I'm selling it for $497, and I've actually sold it in the past through webinars for quite a bit more. So what I'm doing for just my YouTube audience, I'm going to leave you guys a link in the description. It has the coupon code YouTube already applied, and you're going to be able to basically enroll in the course for just $97. Now, what this course is pretty much a brain dump of everything that I've learned over the last 4 or 5 years about selling on Udemy, selling on Skillshare, and also selling on your own website and being able to create and sell online courses. So pretty much I'll walk you through the curriculum really quick so you guys have an idea, but I walk you through kind of what to expect in the course, what type of topics you can teach, how to film and record the course, how to build your background doing the green screen, basically a walkthrough of the Udemy platform, a walkthrough of the Skillshare platform, really understanding these platforms, how they work, keeping things organized, promoting your courses, what you shouldn't be doing, why you should be creating free courses, and creating co-instructed courses. This is something I've made a lot of money with. Improving your courses over time, and big opportunities that have opened because of the fact that I teach on Udemy, as well as teaching outside of these marketplaces. And I even included some bonus stuff about a evergreen sales funnel that I built using scarcity, different emails, all kinds of really awesome stuff that has made me a lot of money by teaching things that I've learned over the years, as well as some stuff on scarcity, and I've included a couple interviews with other really successful online course instructors. So this course is very comprehensive if you want to get into teaching online courses. It is by far my favorite way to make money online. I'm going to, again, leave a link below and you can check this out for just 97 bucks. But if you have any questions for me, leave a comment. And again, I definitely think if you're thinking about getting in online courses in 2018 and beyond, this is by far probably one of the best times to jump on board and start doing this.